I'm back to being the main character in my life, and that's how it should be, okay? Don't let anyone else let you think otherwise. Okay, I promised myself that this was going to be a one-take video, so I'm going to stick to it as much as possible. I can't believe it's been 5 years to Style of the Subtle. Like, I can't believe I started this when I was 18. It feels like a lot of time has passed, but at the same time it also feels like it was like just yesterday that I had converted my profile like from a private to a public profile. And I remember even taking that decision had taken me so damn long. The people who knew me back then knew that somewhere I was meant to do this. Like, even if you scroll down on my profile, you'll see that I used to write long captions way before I ever even thought of becoming a content creator. I think when I started it, I really thought of it as a hobby, but then now to think that it's become a full-time career is crazy. For someone who's so socially awkward, gets so anxious when put in a social situation, it just seems so ironic that someone like me ended up doing something I never ever expected or imagined myself to do. But yeah, touch wood, I'm very grateful to be able to do what I love. Like before, when I was thinking that I'm gonna make this video, in my head I had so many things to say, but now that I have switched on the camera and I'm just talking, I just feel blank. I think because it's 5 years, there's so much that I've learned, many experiences that I've had, so many ups and downs that if I go to talk about it, it's going to become an extremely long video. But I just thought that like 5 years is a big number, so I wanted to document this so that maybe say another 5 years down the line I can see this and tell myself that we've come really far. Now I just want to share a couple of things that I've learned and probably might help anyone who's starting out. And this is not like tips and tricks to like start content creation. It's more based on how you can make it a lot easier for you mentally, because a lot of people don't talk about how exhausting this can get as a full-time career. One thing that I have learned and is something that I think I'm going to carry forward with me, not just for my content but in life, is also that trial and error is something that's going to go on forever. Like, it's a constant process. It's going to go on if you have to grow. You'll never completely know everything. In order to grow, you have to keep trying out new things, and at times that can be a success, at times it can be a failure, but you have to be as accepting of failures and rejections as you are to the successes and wins. Second and most important thing is that don't compare your journey with anyone else's. I have spoken about this like 500 times, but since we are talking one-on-one and I'm telling you most of the important things that I've learned in the last 5 years, it just makes sense for me to talk about this as well. I think comparing yourself to people's life on the internet is the worst thing that you can ever do to yourself. I've always been someone who's very happy even if I've made a little progress. For me, knowing that I've even made like 1% improvement than what I was doing yesterday is what matters. And I think I kind of lost touch with that part of me this entire year. And to even accept the fact that I was affected by numbers, it's taken me a lot of time to like come to terms with that. But now since I have, I think I can like talk about it and hopefully save you that spiraling or whatever overthinking. Just know that everyone's journey is different. Everyone's timeline is different. So don't let the internet confuse you or manipulate you to think that you're not good enough. Just know that if you were here yesterday and even if you've come here, even this much is improvement. Okay, very 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 important to celebrate small wins, because wins may not mean anything to anyone else. This is also a note to myself, because this year I've done so many things which probably I would have been crazy about. Like, it's something that I've always wished to do, brands that I've always like died to work with, brands that I've always wanted to own. I've somehow ended up working with them, received PR from them, attended their events, and I just took that so much for granted because I was like, yeah, everyone's doing that. Wait, in fact, I wrote something about this the other day. I've been so hard on myself this year, but really seeing all the pictures that I posted today, I will link the post here. Seeing all the pictures that I posted today really made me realize that every event needs to be celebrated, no matter how big or small it may seem to others. If it was ever something you wished for or dreamt of that's come to reality, it's because of your hard work. It counts as a milestone. You have to celebrate each and every milestone, and your milestones don't have to make sense to anyone else. Third and most important, that is sort of also going to help you when you're creating content, not just mentally. It is extremely essential to have a strong vision. Only when you have everything clear here is when you can translate that into reality. The deal is in the details. Pre-production is a lot more important than the final products. These are all the books and diaries that I've filled in the last 5 years planning my content out. All of this is just me planning my Navratri shoot. I even have the filler content planned out. Can you believe? This is how planned you have to be. You can't just wing things. This is 5 years of hard work that no number can ever define. Next thing is to find the right people to work with. Touch wood, I think I have been extremely lucky with a few people that I have connected with because of my content creation journey. I have really worked with some of the most talented, ambitious people. It's very important to work with people who are like-minded, who are on the same page as you, on the same wavelength as you, who understand your work, understand your vision, and more than anything, treat your work like their own. Building the right team is so important. I'm so grateful to be able to work with most of the people that I have worked with. Also, the connections that I've made, the kind of brands who have sent me PR, the ones who I've worked with. I've had some amazing collaboration experiences. Overall, been so amazing to be able to be connected with the kind of people that I am connected with today. And lastly, I'm just so extremely grateful to be able to build such an amazing, such a sweet, warm, beautiful online family, the SOTS family, like my mom calls it. I'm grateful to each and every one of you who see my content, who like my content, who engage with it in whatever little way possible. If you all have ever commented on my picture or shared it or saved it, it's ever made any kind of emotional impact on you or any kind of impact on you in any way possible, or bought a product after I reviewed it, or like mentioned me on your story, just know that it's made my day. And it's not just a 5 year to me, it's a happy 5 years to all of us. Thank you so much for always showing me so much love, for being there even when I wasn't very active in terms of posting, for being there when I was having these different phases, being so supportive on my low days, and cheering even louder when I was having a milestone moment. Promise to keep delivering content that you guys will love. Thank you so much for giving me the best 5 years of the best decision that I have ever made. This wouldn't have been possible without any of y'all. Oh, also, I forgot to say, it's very important to be your own person. Very important to create your own style, your identity, and very important to communicate with your audience in a way where they should be able to tell that your content is your content. So that is very important. Creating your own style will only come after a lot of trial and errors, but it's one of the most key and important aspects. Also, I don't know how I forgot this, but you have to be your biggest cheerleader on days when you're feeling low, because that time no one else can help you but yourself. Days when you feel demotivated, Instagram algorithm is against you and nothing is working in your favor, those are the days when you have to be your biggest cheerleader. Clap so hard, root for yourself so damn hard, cheer for yourself so damn hard. Be your biggest fan on those days. Lastly, consistency is the key. Being consistent is the only way you will ever truly see the chart going up. Consistency, hard work, and patience. I hope you enjoyed this video, and happy 5 years to us.
I know that you're coming back home.